Where did you?
This is Anastasia Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the bell so when I'm uploading on YouTube, you are notified. Bringing you guys another makeup review. Might be one of the last ones I do before I start getting ready to go out of town again. Some of y'all have been requesting vlogs, so I will be bringing the vlogs back to you guys. My husband and I are getting ready to go out of town, so I am going to be vlogging our prep for our anniversary trip, because our next week is our wedding anniversary. So I will be vlogging our wedding anniversary prep as well as the actual trip. So I am going to vlog that for you guys. But in the meantime, let me get through this makeup review. Most of this makeup is high end, and one product I'm looking at is a real oldie, and I'm just now trying it out for the first time. Just don't talk about me in the comment section when you find out what this product is, okay? Can you do that for me? Just do that for me. Do this for me that one time, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this makeup review featuring mostly high-end makeup. As always, I do have my handy dandy mirror with me, so let's go ahead and get started with primer. Primer is new, and the primer is actually new to the market. It hasn't been out too long, so when I first saw it, I went, is it going to be just as good as their other primer? We're going to find out. So for primer, I am talking about the Milk Makeup. This is supposed to be their mattifying primer. Here it is, and I had to ask, and I need to wonder, is it better than their Hydro Grip primer? Because I love their primer. You know, I had that Hydro Grip primer, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if I threw it away, if I used it up. I can't even find my Hydro Grip primer. But anyway, that's no here nor there. We're going to talk about this Milk Makeup mattifying primer. This is supposed to be a blurring primer. Now, I will say this. I have worn this just once. Haven't worn it since, and we're gonna see. Yeah, all my people here, so you hearing my daughter on the phone, that's what you hear. But anyway, this is supposed to be a blurring effect, and it's supposed to make your makeup last. My first time wearing it, this was very mattifying. However, it wasn't super drying on my face, because I do have dry skin. It was not super drying on my face, and in this god-forsaken heat down south, I thought it was going to dry me out even more. So I really wanted something that was going to make my makeup last in this heat, and it actually did. This primer, very good primer. Didn't really leave no sticky consistency. It does have a slight scent, but it's not an overpowering scent. Glided on really smooth, as you can see. And if you're very sensitive to scents, this is not bad. Now, my skin is pretty sensitive to scents, and this was not bad. This is how my skin is looking after I have blended it in. It is so far so good, looking very good on the skin. And again, this primer did last a long time in this hot ass heat. It lasted a long time. I'm having a couple of breakouts. I'm having a couple of breakouts. Wonder what that's all about. But anyway, yeah, this primer so far, it is doing very well. It's kind of cooling. I put it on and my face feels a little cool. I know I have an AC vent is literally right above me, but no, this is very cooling. So I really do like that effect on my face. So far so good with the primer. For foundation, the foundation is new to me. I'm gonna say this again. It's new to me. I know it's an old product, but I just so happened to pick it up. I wanted to see what it's all about. So for foundation, we're gonna stick with Milk Makeup. This is their foundation stick. Here it is. What shade did I get, y'all? I don't even know what shade I got. I think it's cinnamon is what I got. I think that's the shade I got. It's cinnamon. Let's see. Kind of hard to get off. I didn't like that. This is, can I get it? What is wrong with, oh, because I'm doing it wrong. This is what the foundation stick looks like. I believe this is the shade Cinnamon. This is supposed to be like a golden undertone, yellowy undertone, I think. So this is, yeah, this is what it looks like. No, this looks more like a pinky undertone. And this is a little drying on my face. We finna see. This is how it's blended on my face so far. Actually, with the ring light, looks a little light. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It is a little too light. Just a little bit too light for me. But I think because I've been in the sun quite a bit, particularly with my flea market booth, I have gotten a little bit darker. But I think once we get into the cooler months, I'm going to lighten back up. It's not a bad foundation stick. It's not. This is a pretty full coverage foundation stick. So it's not bad. The finish is not bad at all. It's just that right now my shading is a little off because I do look, right now I'm a little darker because of the sun and being out in the sun a lot. It is a shade too dark. But it's not one of those foundation shades I can't work with. This is a pretty full coverage foundation stick. It's not a foundation stick that's hard to blend. It's very creamy, very easy to blend. It's not bad. This is not a bad foundation stick. Not at all. Not at all. Is concealer. Concealer is new, and it is new on the market, and I kind of had to hold my breath when I got this concealer because the first concealer, when I got it, their first concealer, it was part of my makeup no-nos about 2 years ago. I recently retested that same concealer again when I got it in my Ipsy. It's currently sitting in my maybe stack, but I will more than likely just toss that concealer because after this new concealer they just released, y'all finna see. Y'all getting ready to see. I am talking about the new Faux Filter Concealer from Huda Beauty. So I did pick up the new Huda Beauty Concealer. I'm about to show y'all. What shade did I get? Just the shade. Y'all know I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell you what I got, y'all. I can't even tell you what I got. I can't. But let me show you about this concealer. Let me show you this. So this is the doe foot applicator. Doe foot applicator is a pretty nice size doe foot. This is full coverage. It is a little bit my skin tone, but it's okay. It's workable. I'm just gonna put some right here because because this foundation stick is a little light, I am going to cream contour. So I am going to contour. This concealer from Huda Beauty, this is a very creamy concealer, very blendable concealer. I like this concealer much better. They definitely improved the formula of this concealer compared to that other concealer. That other concealer they had, that under eye concealer, it just sat on your face and it didn't want to blend, and I didn't like it. And when I tried it again recently, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I'll give it another shake, but I was honestly still leaning towards a makeup no-no. But when they released this concealer, oh no, we ain't gonna try that with that other one. This concealer is so much better than their other concealer that they had. This is so much better. So much better. I like that concealer much better. This Huda Beauty concealer, so much better. And yes, it is full coverage. Did not make me crease or anything like that. It's very blendable. If you're the type of person that wants to use a concealer to brighten your under eye, this is a very good concealer for that. I am just not that type of person that needs a much brighter under eye. I'm just not that type of person. I like more of simple makeup. Yes, I like to brighten, but I don't need to be super bright, if you know what I mean. Unless my foundation is too dark, then I'll use a lighter concealer to try to balance it out. But so far so good with this Huda Beauty concealer. This is a very good concealer, and you definitely improved the formula, so thank you. Now I like it. I do not have a new bronzer or setting powders. So I am going to cream contour. So I decided to whip back out my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer. This is the shade Hazelnut, so I don't have a new one. So I did whip this out from ABH. I'm going to put this on. Don't have new setting powders, so I am going to set my face with the Huda Beauty setting powder in Kunufa. And then for the second setting powder, I am going to go in with my Pat McGrath setting powder in the medium deep shade. So I am going to put all that on. Okay, I do not have a new bronzer, so I am going to go in with the Ace Beaute. This is their Paradise, Bronze in Paradise bronzing palette. I don't know why I can't talk, so I'm going to go in with that. Next is blush. Blush is new, and I believe this is a newer product. Hasn't been out too long. Not too long. So I decided to try the blush out. I've heard some good things about the blush, so I decided to try it out. So this is the new, I cannot see because I once again don't have my glasses. This is the Blush Without Caution blush from Pat McGrath. I've heard nothing but good things about Pat McGrath, and I really do like Pat McGrath products. So here it is. That's what it is in the back. So when you lift this shade, I think the shade I have is, what is the shade? I will try and put the shade in the bottom of the description box because once again, I don't have my glasses on and I can't see. So this is what the blush looks like. If I can open it. So this is the blush. This is what it looks like. It's kind of a corally blush color. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell you guys right now, this is a very pigmented blush. You just need a little bit, and that's what I get with just 2 dips in it. So when I put it on, gives a nice wash of color. Dipped a couple more times in here. Oh, whoops. I'm finna look like a clown, y'all. I'm finna look like a clown. You know what? I got to even it out on both sides now. I got to even it out on both sides. This blush, this is a very pigmented blush, a blush that does last a long time. I did use this blush as a topper when I used it with cream blush. And I used this as a topper, and this was a great combination as a topper. This is, of course, if you're familiar with Pat McGrath, you know Pat McGrath is very luxury. So I believe this was in the $30 range. I think it was in the $30 range. So yeah, this is what the color looks like. This is a very pigmented color, and I really did like this color. A lot of stuff from Pat McGrath I really do like. I'm usually not disappointed with anything Pat McGrath, with the exception of that primer she had. I'm not too ticky about that primer, but everything else was just fine. And this blush, this is a very pretty blush, a very pigmented blush. And this is one of those blushes, you know, it's an everyday blush, a special occasion blush, but this was a very good non-powdery, let me say that again, non-powdery blush. And it did last a long time, gives a lot of color, and I really do enjoy the blush. Next is eyeshadow, and I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow primer. Yes, I am. I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer. You've been following me for a long time. You know I like to use whatever's remaining concealer. I put it on my eyelid to use that remaining concealer as my eyeshadow base. But I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow palette primer. I've used one primer before and I didn't really care for it. So I want to give eyeshadow primers another shake. So the eyeshadow primer I am using, this is from Milk Makeup. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. Here it is. Okay, so again, I've been so used to using concealer as my eyeshadow base. So I decided to pick up this eyeshadow primer. Because something about eyeshadow primers I was not a fan of until now. I use this eyeshadow primer. Put it all over my eyes. And I'm going to say this about eyeshadow primer. And I'm not, again, not really too picky about eyeshadow primers. However, this was a pretty good eyeshadow primer. I will say that. This eyeshadow primer wasn't bad at all. It did leave a tacky consistency. It reminds me so much of the Hydro Grip Primer. I really did like it. This is the brush I use. Kind of have to work a little fast because it is a gripping eye primer, just like their Hydro Grip Primer. I did spread it around to prep my eyes for my eyeshadow. And if you talk about me with this eyeshadow palette I'm getting ready to use, you not my friend no more, okay? You not my friend. But this eyeshadow primer, the eyeshadows stuck. And the eyeshadows actually lasted a long time. It gripped the eyeshadows just like their Hydro Grip Primer. It lasted a long time. It does have a little bit of a sheen here, but you're getting ready to see when you use this primer, your makeup is going to last. So for eyeshadow, again, you talk about me, we not friends no more. I already know that this eyeshadow palette is 100 years old. I already know this. I don't need you trying to remind me how old this palette is, because to me it's a new palette, but to y'all it's been out for at least 100 years. I have been wanting to try this palette out for a long time and I've always shied away from it, but when they had the Sephora sale a while back, I decided to go ahead and get the eyeshadow palette. What am I talking about? I talked about this when I did my Sephora and Ulta haul. I'll put that video in the cards above when I talked about this eyeshadow palette, because I know the eyeshadow palette is extra, 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 extra old. I know, but to me, it's a brand new eyeshadow palette. It's brand new. Just let me enjoy this moment, okay? Okay, I am talking about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. Do not talk about me. Do not talk about me. I know this eyeshadow palette is old as I don't know what, but this was my first time trying. I finally gathered the strength and got this eyeshadow palette. I ain't even, look, this is so new. I haven't even taken the brush out. And I usually, when I get the eyeshadow palette, I usually take the little eyeshadow brush out of here. I ain't even take the eyeshadow brush out of here. So that's what it looked like. I know y'all are familiar with it. It is brand new to me. But for all of y'all that's been like me and they never tried it out, and you know something was holding you back, but here it is. This is what the eyeshadow palette looked like. Again, I know it's 100 years old. I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. I know. But let me enjoy this moment, okay? So I'm actually going to try a new shadow that I have not tried. You know what? On my crease area, I'm gonna go ahead and put this this eyeshadow in my crease. Look at that pigment. I know, again, I'm late to the party, but I love this pigment. But when the shadows are like this from ABH, I'm not disappointed with ABH shadows. I do have other shadows from ABH, and they have not disappointed me. This eyeshadow primer, it's really gripping the eyeshadow. On my lid, you know what, let's go in with this shimmer right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my lid. Well, I just dropped the brush. Am I surprised that this Soft Glam palette is that good? I'm not surprised, because I like the other eyeshadow palettes I also have from ABH. The shades is something about their eyeshadow formula I absolutely love. They have some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and I know I took forever to get that palette. I finally got the palette, and I absolutely love it, just like my other eyeshadow palette. So no, I'm definitely not disappointed with the eyeshadow palette. I knew I was going to like it. I just, you know, I procrastinated. Okay, I procrastinated. It just took me, you know, 100 years to pick it up. Okay, okay. For setting spray, the setting spray is new to me. It's been out for quite a while, so I decided to try it out. So we're going back to Milk Makeup. This is the Milk Makeup. This is their Hydro Set and Refresh Setting Spray. This setting spray is okay. I have a smaller size setting spray. Sprayer is a shade intense. And it is, you can use this as either setting spray or primer water before primer. But yes, you do have to shake it up, because that's what I've been doing. I've been shaking it up. It's not a bad setting spray. It's not really getting me the way the eyeshadow primer and the matte primer is getting me, and of course the Hydro Grip primer. But it is making me a little glowy. So it's I would say that this is okay. I wouldn't say this is going to be my top tier with Milk Makeup. Not like the Hydro Grip primer is. It's just not going to do that. But it's an okay setting spray. Would I get another one of these? As of right now, no. But I have to continue to test this out to see how it lasts throughout the day. Next is mascara. Okay. Let's talk about mascaras. I've tried their other mascara before, and this was a favorite of many of you guys. It was not a favorite of mine. It ended up in my makeup no-nos. They decided to come out with another mascara. So my little crazy self said, I'll give it one more fair shake. So I'm giving it another shake. So this is the Milk Makeup Rise mascara. I decided that I was going to go ahead and get this Milk Makeup Rise mascara. I was going to go ahead and get it, because y'all love that Kush mascara. I did not like that Kush mascara at all. This is the brush. The brush is a little small. And I always look for a volumizing mascara. This is supposed to be a Rise, which I see Rise, I'm going to think, okay, this is going to bring me volume. And just like the Kush mascara, this ain't bringing me nothing. I don't know what y'all see in these mascaras from Milk Makeup. This is not doing it for me. If you're like me and you're a person that does not wear false lashes, you're looking for volumizing mascaras. This is not really bringing me nothing. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Last but not least, lip. Lip is new to me. I think it's new. It's not new. I still have it in the packaging. I ain't never wore it. So I'm finna try this out for you guys for the first time. So this is from Pat McGrath. This is their Lust Lip Gloss. I don't know what the shade is. Again, I think that was the shade. Okay, I think this is the shade. I'm not sure, y'all. Because I told y'all, I don't have my glasses on. I'm blind as a bat. I don't know. But this is the packaging of the lip gloss from Pat McGrath. I have not worn this yet. So I'm about to put this on for the first time. I'm going to take it out of the packaging. Let's see. This is the lip gloss. This is what it looks like. Kind of a pinky lip gloss. A pink shade lip gloss. So let's try this out. Let's see. Okay, this is the applicator. Ooh, hell good. Okay. Kind of going with the theme of the eye. This is not bad. Kind of smell that bubblegum I smell, but it's got a nice scent to the lip gloss. Okay, giving you a little color, a little pinky mauve-ish color. What do y'all think? I like it. This is pretty good. I like this lip gloss. I have not ever worn a lip gloss from Pat McGrath before, but this is my very first lip gloss from them. I do have a lipstick and what else I have from her? I have a lipstick and a liquid lipstick and a lip balm. I have that all from Pat McGrath, but this is my first gloss, and so far so good. I really do like it, and it's going with the eyes very well, and I like the scent. And it's giving a lot of color. So far, so good. So I really do like the lip gloss. So for me, this Pat McGrath lip gloss is going in my everyday stack. It's Milk Makeup Rise Mascara. I don't know what y'all see in these mascaras from Milk Makeup. They just don't do it for me. That Kush mascara, no. So I thought I would try it again with the Rise mascara from Milk. This is, to me, another dud. It's just not giving it what I'm looking for. So this Milk Makeup Rise Mascara is a makeup no-no. A Hydro Grip Eyeshadow Primer. I really do like this eyeshadow primer. To say I had a bad experience with eyeshadow primer before, so I'm giving it another eyeshadow primer, another fair shake, and I absolutely enjoy this eyeshadow primer. It really sticks. The eyeshadows do last, and it grips the eyeshadow really well, just like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. When you put that primer on and you put your foundation on, it locks your foundation in place. This eyeshadow primer does the same thing. So this Milk Makeup eyeshadow primer will be in my everyday stack. Fresh setting spray. It's an okay setting spray. I would just have to wear it a few more times. It's not giving me the wow factor like the eye primer and of course the OG Hydro Grip primer. I will use the rest of it, continue to wear it and test it out, see how it goes. But in the meantime, this setting spray will be in my everyday stack. Will I see myself purchasing another one? I'm kind of like this, not sure yet. So, but in the meantime, this will go into my everyday stack. Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. Y'all gonna stop talking about me? I mean, y'all gonna stop talking about me? Yes, the eyeshadows are very well. I knew for a fact I wasn't gonna be disappointed with this. So of course, yes, this Soft Glam eyeshadow palette is definitely going into my everyday stack. At McGrath Blush. Love this Blush. Gives a lot of color. This is a beautiful shade, and definitely, as you can see, went on my melanated skin, but not powdery at all. This is very buttery, and this does last a long time. So this blush from Pat McGrath is definitely going into my everyday stack. Filter concealer. Thank you for improving the formula where now I can blend the concealer and it does not just stick. So I really do enjoy this concealer. You will definitely see me do makeup looks with this concealer. So in the meantime, this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer will be in my everyday stack. Stick, yes, it's a little light for me, the little light. Because I've been in the sun a whole lot, so my skin's gotten darker. This is not a bad foundation stick. It really isn't. This is a very creamy foundation stick. Some foundation sticks, you put them on and they just won't budge. And I know a lot of people like to use foundation sticks for contour or cream contour. This I will use more for all over the face, but I really do enjoy this. So far so good. So I'm definitely putting this Milk Makeup foundation stick into my everyday stack. The Milk Makeup Mattifying Primer. I really do like this primer. This is a long-lasting primer, and for it being mattifying and a person with me with dry skin, this does not eat up my skin. This was actually pretty comfortable on my dry skin. Now again, some mattifying primers I cannot wear because it dries my skin out way too much, and I am already a dry skin person. But this primer does work for my dry skin. So give it a fair shake if you're like me, you have dry skin. So in the meantime, this Milk Makeup Mattifying Primer will definitely be in my everyday stack. Review, most of it was Milk Makeup and ABH. I do, again, have more makeup reviews I'm going through, but in the meantime, we're going to be doing a couple of vlogs. So you're going to be looking for look for some vlogs from us next, because we are getting ready for yet another trip, getting ready for my anniversary trip with my husband. So with that being said, this is Anastasia Soft Glam. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.